Hey friends, Mr. Edwards here with a quick math lesson, more of a at-home activity that I would encourage you to do. These are called 10 frames, and these are very helpful with helping kids understand how to count to 10 and the importance of the number 10 as they learn to count past 10 and as they learn to count by 5s and by 10s. So if you see, this is a 10 frame. It's just a basic rectangle, and it has 5 squares on the top, 5 at the bottom. So if a child sees a 10 frame like this and there's nothing in them, they know that that number represents, or that 10 frame represents 0. And as you can see, they go, there's 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would encourage you to make a set of these all the way to 10 at your house. And then I'll show you a couple activities you could do with them. So here, if you notice this one, 5, when the top row is full, a child should, after using these for a while, should know that that is 5 without having to count them. And then eventually, as they get better at counting, they will know this is 5, and they, instead of counting starting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they will just say 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. If your child is not at that spot yet, then they should just be counting by touching each one and to figure out how many there are. And when the 10 frame is all full, you'll have 10 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So like I said, if your child can count past 10, maybe your child is already starting to count by 10s, you could make a bunch of these, and they could, instead of counting by 1s, they could just touch the 10 frame and say 10, and they could count, you could have 2 of these and 1 of these, and they could count to 23. But for right now, we're just working on identifying up to 10 and counting up to 10. One thing you can do after you make the 10 frames, you can make them 10 of them with all the dots on them, or actually 11 of them with 0. And then you can make flashcards with the numbers, and your child could, you could mix them up, and you could have your child do a match. So they count 1, 2, 3, and then they have to find the number 3 flashcard. That is a great activity to help them practice counting. One other thing you can do, you can make a bigger 10 frame out of maybe a big piece of paper, cardboard. I took I don't know if you can see it very well. I took an egg carton and I cut off the last 2, so it's not 12, it's actually made a 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you have something like this, or just a larger piece of paper, and you could have your child pick 10 of anything, 10 toys. I made Play-Doh balls, and you can they could just sit at a table and you could tell them a number, and they could practice counting the number by putting them in. So if I said 3, all right, I'm going to put 1, 2, 3. That way they get a chance to count a number and fill a hole each time, and it helps them understand the concept of the number better because they're filling in a compartment. So you don't need one of these. You can just make it out of a big piece of paper and 10 of anything, and that will be good practice for counting at home. All right, I hope you enjoy. Bye, everyone.